Hello, and welcome to the first Community Live of the Fall 2024 semester. We're so glad that you're joining us tonight. If you've never been here before to join us for this is just one of the many ways that we try to keep all of Brave Nation informed about the things that are going on around the district. We've got some exciting guests for you tonight and some information that we want to share throughout the night. The show is available on Community Braves Network and will be available on demand on both Facebook and YouTube after the show. Tonight's topics and guests are homecoming, alumni meeting and scholarship kick with CEF, the inaugural Braves Cup, the life at some of our new campuses in the district, volunteer opportunities across the district, Project Inspire, and growth in our district. As always, we'll close out this broadcast with a question and answer session, so you can submit your questions on our Facebook chat during the show. If you don't feel comfortable putting your name with your question, you can always email us at info@communityisd.org. Before our first guests join us in our show tonight, I want to say to all of you, happy homecoming. This year, our homecoming theme is The Braves Ride Again. As we face Western Hills High School in this week's football game, Community ISD has embraced a Western theme. Dress-up themes for the week include Monday, we had a Boot Scootin' Braves Day. Today was Twister Tuesday. Wednesday, we have To Infinity and Beyond. Thursday, we'll dress true to the blue and gold. We had a district-wide homecoming parade and a pep rally on Monday. On Friday, we'll host the Western Hills Cougars in our homecoming football game. And then on Saturday, the Lady Braves will play Heritage Christian in the homecoming volleyball match. So now we'll move to our first guest of the night. I'd like to welcome Miss Mikala Welch. Mikala is our Executive Director of our Education Foundation for Community ISD. Thank you so much, Ms. Welch, for being here with us tonight. Yeah, we're super excited to talk about the Education Foundation and about some things that are happening with the Education Foundation. So there's probably a lot of people. There's a lot of new people in our district this year. So we want everybody to know what the foundation is. So can you just explain to us a little bit about what is the Community Education Foundation?
Absolutely. The Education Foundation is a nonprofit organization whose sole purpose is to support community independent school district. We're completely separate from the district. We are our own registered 501c3, and our literal mission is to brave the way to enhance education in community independent school district. The main ways we do that are through our classroom grants program, scholarships, and then support of other district initiatives. We want to help make Community ISD the best district in the area, and so we fundraise and gather those corporate sponsors and try to just make those special projects happen. So we know budgets are sometimes tight, and so sometimes we just, there's some things we want to do that we can't always fund out of our normal pockets. So that's where we come in and we allow our teachers an opportunity to apply for grants for their classrooms. And when I say teachers, that's not exactly what I mean. You can be a paraprofessional, you can be a librarian, anyone who has direct impact with students can apply for one of our grants. And so these are just special projects that enhance education. They're not replacing the curriculum that you guys already have. It's something that's extra. So
Great. Great. Well, we are so appreciative, and we love our partnership with the foundation, and what a great opportunity for people to get involved, not just parents, but anybody in the community.
Any community members.
To get involved and be a support to our teachers and our staff members in the district. So we thank you so much for that and all your work with that. You've got some exciting things happening like this week with the Education Foundation.
Correct.
A couple of big things that are going on. Can you tell me a little bit about, I know there's one that has to do with alumni.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us about that.
So I know our theme for the district this year is True to the Tribe. So we're kind of going back to our roots, and we're kind of just remembering what it means to be a Brave and what it means to be here in community. Right. So we were thinking, what more is what more, how can we kind of go into that? And we were thinking getting in touch with our alumni. So, normally it's up to the classes themselves to plan their reunions and get together, and we're not taking on any of that, but we wanted to be able to host a place for everyone to come together regardless of what year they graduated, and just kind of come together and reminisce and celebrate being a Brave. So we're hosting an alumni reception on homecomings, which is this Friday. It's going to be from 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. in the Edge cafeteria. Okay. So you can park in that back entrance and you go in through the cafeteria entrance, and there is a ramp available for those who are worried about stairs. Awesome. We'll have some light refreshments. We're going to have some crafts, and we're just going to have some information. Great. And just a place to kind of beat the heat, cool down before the game. We'll end at 7, so then you can just walk right over to the game and go enjoy homecoming.
Great.
Yeah.
And so it's a great chance. Of course, our motto here is once a Brave, always a Brave.
Yes.
And so it's a great chance for people to come back and visit, not just with your class, but classes that were around you.
Correct.
Spend some time reminiscing about all the memories and how the district has changed a lot since people were here, and just a great chance to fellowship.
We've extended invitations from class of 1948 all the way up to 2024. So it doesn't matter what class, even if you just graduated, we would love to have you there with us.
And plenty of time for them to get to the game.
Plenty of time to get to the game. You do need a ticket to get to the game, but you don't need a ticket to come visit with us. So you can just come in. It's free. And if you don't feel like going to the game, you don't have to, but we really would encourage you to go to the game.
Well, I would say something we haven't mentioned, but it's a great opportunity to get a good parking spot.
Yes, it is a good. You're going to get a good parking spot.
And you spend time with the alumni, then you're going to get a good parking spot, and then walk right over onto the game.
And so we'll have light refreshments, so just some tea, water, and cookies, and then you can go get your meal at the game with the athletic boosters and their concession stands.
Yes.
So we encourage you to do that as well.
Go have dinner.
Have dinner,
Athletic boosters. There you go.
Yes, ma'am.
That is a great idea. I'm so excited. I can't wait to meet some of the alumni as they come back to celebrate homecoming with us. So it's going to be really exciting to talk to people and hear how community was in all the different years.
I love hearing stories about, when there were, 40 kids in their graduating class or 60 kids in their graduating class, and then being able to come and say, oh my gosh, we had this many, and hearing their stories, because they really are, they're the true meaning of what it means to be a Brave.
Absolutely.
So we're really looking forward to it. I've had some really great conversations with some of the older classes. We have some that are celebrating really big milestones. So this is their 40th class reunion or their 60th class reunion. So we're really, really excited to welcome them back with us.
Great. That's so exciting. I cannot wait for this event. I think it's going to be a wonderful event for our whole community. So I also am hearing something about a kick.
Yes.
Somebody's going to get maybe $1,000.
We really hope they get $1,000.
Okay, tell us about that.
So we decided this year to help promote our scholarship program that we offer to do a scholarship field goal kick at homecoming. So we had a Google form that was sent out and has been circulating for about a month now to our senior class, and they can sign up for a chance to kick a field goal at homecoming this Friday to win a $1,000 scholarship. So we had a lot of good response, and we drew randomly the name yesterday, and the winner was Jace Crawford. So I got to go present Jace yesterday with a football and a little tee. I think that's what it's called.
I think it is.
the little stand, and to practice. And so he'll get to, between the first and second quarters this Friday night, gets a chance to kick a field goal. If the kick is good, he'll get a $1,000 scholarship at the end of the year to go towards his higher education. If the kick is not good, he still gets $500, because that takes a lot of guts to get up there and do that.
In front of everybody and kick a field goal.
Absolutely.
I'm glad I don't have to do that.
Nope.
But he still gets $500.
He still gets $500 just for even.
Regardless,
yes, ma'am.
The Education Foundation has given $500 scholarship to Jace.
Correct.
And I would bet that Jace is right now not watching. He is somewhere
I hope he's practicing.
Kicking this football over and over and over again. So everybody needs to come out and cheer Jace on
between the first and second quarter.
Between the first and second quarter, what an exciting time that we will all get to cheer for him.
I also want to mention that we got a sponsorship for this. So Encore Electric is going to be sponsoring this. So they'll be there with us that night as well. Great. They were really excited to partner with us on this. So we're really excited for that. And if you
thank you to
can't
Encore.
tune in, or if you can't be there in person, you can always tune in to our Community Braves Network, where you can watch the game live, and then you can also see
You're
the
going to be
kick.
able to see the kick
can see the
live
kick.
on the stream.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Great. And thank you to Encore.
Yes, we're
Wonderful
really thankful for them.
sponsor, encourager, supporter of our district. Thank you so much for that. I think there's a picture on screen right now of Jace Crawford. Congratulations, Jace, and we wish you luck. We will be there cheering for you.
Yes.
When you're doing this. So that's just this week.
That's just this week, yes.
So what else do we have planned for this year with the Education Foundation?
So in chronological order, on February 1st, our scholarship portal will open. So we host all of the local scholarships around the community. We host an online platform where they can upload all their information. We talk them through the process, and it gives our students an opportunity to apply for several scholarships at once. So instead of having to fill out, 10 different applications, they fill out one application that has different pieces to it, and they can pick and choose which scholarships they want to apply for. So that opens on February 1st, and that will close on February 28th.
Okay, so let's stop just right there and say, senior parents.
Yes, senior parents, pay attention.
When we get to February, things will be chaotic and crazy, and the spring will have started, and it is a very busy time of the year.
Yes.
So set your alarms right now to know that the scholarship portal opens on February 1st, and you need to help your students get in there and fill out these applications. Easy to do, have to get in there and fill it out. If they don't fill it out, they can't get any of them. And so we want them all to have that opportunity. So senior parents, senior aunts and uncles, senior grandparents, senior friends.
If you know a senior, encourage them. If you know a senior.
Find a senior and remind them that on February 1st, they need to get in and fill out that application.
You can go into the application and exit it as many times as you need. So if you want to start it on February 1st and go back to it later that weekend, you're more than welcome to. But
just don't leave it.
Don't leave it. All applications have to be turned in. I think I misspoke. I said February 28th, but I think we close it on March 1st, actually. Okay. March 1st at 11:59 p.m. And after 11:59 p.m. on March 1st, there are no exceptions.
Okay.
So you have to have that turned in.
Have fair warning right now. Get ready for February 1st.
Yes.
Okay. I just have a prediction that we're going to be just bombarded on February 1st with all the seniors.
I really hope so.
Filling out the applications.
I really hope so, because a lot of our scholarships don't have anything to do with academic merit. It has to do with, just how you as a person. And so, I have a lot of people ask me or say they don't want to apply for scholarships because, they're not in the top 10% or they're this and that. And I want to say that we only have 2 scholarships out of the 12 that we offer that are academic based.
Good.
So there's plenty of opportunity for all students, not just, those who are stronger academically or those who are, involved in something. Everyone should apply. There's something for everyone.
Great. That's great to know so that our parents know that that's not for my kid. They really need to look at this and encourage them to get in there and fill those out. All of our seniors need to be filling
all of our
out.
seniors, yes.
All of them. That's great. Okay, but that's not all that
not all
the foundation is doing. They're doing some more stuff.
So in February, on February 27th, which is a Thursday, we are hosting our second Bags for Braves designer handbag fundraiser. So we had our first one this past year in March, and it was a huge success.
Sold out.
We sold out completely, and we had a ton of fun, and we raised a lot of money. So we are hosting it again this year in February. It's going to be at Boyd Farms. So we'll have some more information coming out in November about tickets, but table sales will go on sale December 1st, and then individual tickets go on sale January 6th.
And we sold out fast, if I remember correctly. We
sold out about 3 weeks beforehand. So if you're wanting to attend, I would suggest getting with your friends and getting a table together.
Lots of fun. Lots of fun. Lots of people walked away with designer handbags.
Yes.
But more than that, everybody that was there had a great time. It was a wonderful evening, and it was all to benefit our teachers and our students indirectly. So what a wonderful event. It was a lot of fun. So encourage everybody to watch for that ticket sale to come up.
Yes, ma'am.
So that they can get a table and bring all their friends and have a great time and possibly walk away with a designer bag.
So we'll have 10 rounds of bingo, and we'll have a designer bag that correlates with each round again.
Okay.
But we also have several other prizes. So we gave away, on top of our regular bags, we gave away several different door prizes and raffle prizes, and we played some games where people won some other items. But obviously we want to fundraise, but we also want to have a good time and have an event in our community that's local where people don't have to drive somewhere and they can enjoy some fun.
Yeah, and it was great just to be around that many of our community members and get to know them and laugh with them and just have a good time.
Absolutely.
That night. So I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait for those ticket sales to open up.
Yes.
So December, we're going to be looking for how we can get a table to come to this event. So that sounds great. And go ahead and mark your calendar. February
27th.
27th. Mark your calendar so that you know you are coming back to Braves. That is wonderful.
The link is in the chat.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm being told off screen. The link is in the chat.
Yes.
The link is in the chat.
So if you go on Facebook, which I believe they're hopefully attaching that link that I sent them, you can go to the event and you can put interested or going, and Facebook will automatically remind you and show you updates from our event. So
I need that. Yes. I need those kind of reminders.
I do as well.
Awesome. So now this is what's happened, Mikala. People are sitting out there thinking, this sounds like a wonderful organization. I want to be a part of this. I want to be a part of supporting the district and having all this fun. What can I do to become a part of the Community Education Foundation?
You can call me. You can email me. You can fill out our interest form. You can send me a letter by pigeon carrier. I will accept anything. Just get in contact with us, and I would love to sit down and talk with you about how you'd like to be involved. We have our board of directors, but we also have many volunteer opportunities. So our board of directors is an intense. Lost my train of thought. It's a commitment is what I meant to say. Okay. It's an intense commitment, so sometimes people aren't always able to do that, which I get. And so we have many opportunities for people to volunteer on a specific committee or within our events if they want to help out. But we will take anyone who has a vested interest in public education and wants to help it succeed. Good. So
awesome. We've got lots of new people to our district, and so I am sure that there are people out there that just want to get involved and be part of the great things that are happening. So
I hope so.
Thank you so much for coming tonight.
Thank you for having me.
all that you do. We are so glad that you are in Brave Nation. You're a blessing to us, and I'm so appreciative that you're here. So thank you for coming and sharing your information for us. We're going to switch now to a little transition and talk through something new. For the first time in history of Community ISD, 2 of our campuses met on the football field last Tuesday. This inaugural meeting between Edge and Community Trails Middle School was the first of many times that our 2 middle school campuses will face each other this year. With that in mind, we have created a new competition that's going to track each time that our 2 campuses battle, including sports or academics events tracked by UIL. And that is going to be called our Braves Cup. The campus with the most head-to-head wins each year will get the Braves Cup at a special ceremony at the end of the year. And they'll get to hold on to that cup and also all the bragging rights that come with it for the whole year of the next school year. So when Community Creek Middle School in Josephine opens in a few years, that campus will also be included in this competition for the Braves Cup. But for this year, it's between Edge Middle School and Community Trails Middle School. For those of you that missed the football games on Tuesday, Edge won the 7th grade matchup 4-8, and then Community Trails won the 8th grade game 47-22. Each of those games was worth 6 points each for their campus, so we are currently tied 6 points for each one. Their next competition where they can earn some points is volleyball. Volleyball will be next Monday. Edge and Community Trails will play at Community High School to see who gets points again for the Braves Cup. And here it is, the Braves Cup. We're so excited that we're here, and Dr. Hope would like for me to go ahead and pass this over to her, but she has to earn it. Community Trails is going to have to earn this over the next year, and I know that Mr. Fritz and his Edge students are going to give you a little run for your money to see who's going to end up with this at the end of the year. There's enough space on here for us to continue listing the winners for 40 years. So this is going to be in our district for a long time. It's going to be passed back and forth to the winners each year, or maybe it's going to stay at one campus. Who knows? So we hope this is a long-lasting tradition at Community ISD. So we're super excited for that, and we hope all of the kids are excited about the competition that we are creating with our Braves Cup. So Dr. Hope, thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
I'm so excited. For those of you that not met Dr. Hope, this is Dr. Amber Hope. She is the principal of our brand new middle school, Community Trails Middle School. So tell us a little bit about who you are. Tell us a little bit about your biography.
Okay, so this is my 18th year in education, 17 of those years in Garland ISD. I started as a teacher, taught 3rd grade, 5th grade, 8th grade, coached volleyball, basketball, and track. Then I went into an interventionist role, then a specialist role, then administration and director. And so I have 10 years in leadership. And now I'm at Community, and my overall why is my younger sister, Amanda Joy, and she inspires me to be an advocate for all kids every day.
She is a beautiful young lady, and we're so glad that she's inspired you to take on this career because you are amazing.
Thank
and
you.
we are very blessed that you have come to Community and you're bringing great things. Why did you choose to come to Community?
Well, there's a lot of reasons. I fell in love with Community because I loved the small town feel. It felt like home. Another reason is I love the district mission, and I really fell in love with the traits of the Braves because I feel like when we focus on those, we're going to help our students be well-rounded. And then when I met the kids, I felt at home and fell in love, and that's why I'm here, and I'm blessed to be here.
Awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. So you've brought a couple of people with you tonight.
I have.
I can't wait to hear who they are, and I know that our audience is anxiously waiting to see who you brought. So tell us a little bit about who you brought with you.
Okay, I brought, I can't speak, sorry, Jalen Medrano. She's an amazing 6th grader. And then another 6th grader, Eric Still. He's amazing, and he also came with me from GISD.
Oh, really?
Yes, he did.
We converted him over to be a Brave as well.
We did.
We are so glad you guys are here tonight to talk to us. We love talking to our staff members, but we also love talking to our students and hearing about the things that are going on. So, Dr. Hope, tell us a little bit, brand new campus, and if you've not seen Community Trails Middle School, it's a gorgeous campus. Tell us a little bit about the day-to-day life at Community Trails.
Okay, well, we do have a beautiful campus, and we are loving it. A lot of things that we're doing is celebrating our students and really promoting positive culture and behaviors so we can then focus on the academics. And so we have started Brave Bucks, where our students receive Brave Bucks when they're doing good things. And then we open our Brave Buck shop each Thursday during our lunchtime. We've also been really blessed to, and they'll be able to speak on this, to start our courtyard. One of our beautiful courtyards is a place that during lunch, our kids get to play cornhole, tic-tac-toe, football, listen to music. We just got new chairs out there. And we're able to eat lunch and just really build those relationships with our students. And that's what our big focus is, especially in our first year.
Great. So tell me, students, what does your day-to-day look like on campus? What's it like being at Community Trails?
Well, it's like, of course, it's my first time being there, but it's like amazing how big the school is because
It is big, isn't it?
it's really big.
You have to go upstairs to class.
I hate that.
I'm basically the same as her if I had to.
It's
If I had to
big.
say.
Are
Yeah.
you finding your way around?
Yeah, pretty well, actually. I don't even need my schedule that my mom wrote on an index card for me. I don't even need that to get around anymore because I've memorized my way around.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you guys
I'm good
for
at this.
doing that, for memorizing where you need to go and where you need to be. So how many periods do you have in a day? How many different classes do you go to in a day?
I go
8.
8?
Yeah, 8.
8 different classes you go
Yep.
to. That's awesome. Awesome. What is your favorite subject? All your teachers are listening.
I'll help. I have to say math.
Math?
Because
Good to hear.
it's getting easier because the teacher, she's like explaining it more, and the last teacher, she didn't like.
But the teacher you have now is explaining it great and you're understanding it?
Yep.
Awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. Is it a fun class?
It's a crazy class.
It's a crazy class? Okay, but she's doing a great job of explaining that. Let's give her a shout out. Who is that teacher?
Miss Brown.
Miss Brown? Yay, Miss Brown. We're so excited to hear you're doing amazing things in your classroom and helping kids to learn math. That's wonderful. What about you, Mr. Steele? What's your favorite?
For me, my favorite class is probably band, but math comes up a very close second because I actually got Brave of the Week from Miss Brown.
Good job. Congratulations on that.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. And band, what instrument do you play?
Euphonium, except I have to bring it home every day, so it is like very heavy, and it is very hard to carry it outside to the car area.
It's big.
And my dad actually has to help me get it into the car.
Well, I'm glad your dad is so helpful for you. That's good.
Yeah.
And our band director's name that we need to give a shout out to?
Mr. Stevenson.
Mr. Stevenson. He's doing a great job of teaching you and recruiting you to be a part of our Mighty Braves band.
Shout out to all the band directors. Shout out to all the community band directors out there, including Mr. Stevenson. Yep.
Good job.
Let's also, if you're wondering how heavy my euphonium is, well, let's just say I'm glad I didn't pick tuba. I'm skinny.
Glad you didn't either. Because
I'm
that might
skinny.
have been really challenging.
Yep.
So I'm glad you didn't do that. So, Dr. Hope, can you tell us what is your favorite moment? Think back since you've taken this job. What has been your favorite moment at Community Trails?
Ooh, that's a tricky question because I have so many. I think it's watching the students' faces when we celebrate them. So whether it's Brave of the Week, whether it's our Brave Buck shop, whether it's our high fives when we're greeting the students in the hallway, it's just, you can just see that they feel loved, and that's what means the most to me.
Awesome. Awesome. What about you guys? What has been your favorite moment at school this year so far?
For me, probably the coin toss, like being able to watch the coin toss at the football game, the 8th grade football game. But what comes up a really close second is my Brave of the Week award. Yeah.
I would be proud of that as
Definitely.
well. Good for you.
Yeah, definitely.
What about you, Miss Marjorie?
Well, maybe just making new friends and just getting to know other people.
That's great. This is a lot different when you got there from all the different elementaries that went there. You met new people that you haven't known before, and that's so important as we're growing and getting to have new friends and meeting new people and hearing about new experiences and new lives. That's awesome. That's great.
My favorite like non-big event part would actually be like a tie between making new friends and going out to the courtyard for the first time.
Courtyard's pretty fun. I've been by there and seen those games. They look amazing.
Yep. They also have Jenga as well.
What is
and
the best thing about Community Trails Middle School?
Getting to learn, and Dr. Hope.
There you go. Getting to learn and Dr. Hope. That's a good answer.
My favorite thing about like all of Trails so far has been just all of the friendly students and teachers that I've met, and all the administrators, including Dr. Hope. Big shout out to Dr. Hope.
That's it.
Because she's my principal. Yep.
Smart students we got here.
Yep.
Awesome. So, is there anything that you didn't expect about going to a new middle school? Is there something different that you were like, oh, I didn't know it was going to be like that?
I didn't know it was going to be so big.
You didn't know it was going to be so big?
Same for her.
Didn't know it was going to be so big?
Yeah, same for me.
Good.
Like-
Dr. Hope, can you tell us about some of the goals that you have for the campus for this year?
Yes. So to begin with, our goal is to blaze a trail of excellence. And so when we talk about that, we mean that in every single area. So it really starts with opening a new school, you have to have detailed systems. Mm-hmm. If you don't have the systems, then our trail of excellence will not be so excellent. Right. So first is systems. And then after that, it's really working on our relationships with our students and really meeting the needs of each individual student socially and emotionally. So then we can really dig into the academics and make progress in our instructional area. So it really is a threefold. I've said from day one, we've got 3 rocks, and it's our systems, it's our relationships, and it's our academics. And it's in that order because at the end of the day, our whole goal is to improve instruction. But we've got to have those solid systems and relationships before we can move the academic progress.
Absolutely. I'm so excited about you being there and about the things that are happening at Community Trails. I'm really excited about that. Real quick, you guys are coming in as 6th graders. Big difference than being in 5th grade on an elementary campus, right? What recommendation or what advice would you give to the 5th graders that will be in middle school next year? Be ready for what?
I would have to say, if they're in band and playing a heavy instrument like euphonium or tuba, be ready for a lot of heavy stuff.
Lifting, huh?
Yeah, heavy
lifting. Okay.
But overall, I would just say try to find some good friend and try to find some good relationships.
Good.
Both with the teachers and the students.
Awesome. That's great advice.
Yeah, follow the golden rule, everything, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
What about you, Miss Madrona?
Well, I'd just say pay attention and just follow the rules because
things go smoother when you pay attention and follow the rules, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Okay, so we have some advice that went out to our 5th graders. I'm going to be watching you guys and seeing how y'all do wonderful things this year at Community Trails Middle School. You've got a great group of leaders over there, a great group of teachers over there, and a great group of kids. So I'm really expecting wonderful things. So, Dr. Hope, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We are so blessed to have you in our district. We are sad that Garland lost you, but so excited that we got you over here.
You.
And we are anxious to see all that you do as you impact kids at Community Trails. So thanks again for being here tonight. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for being here. Thanks for coming and talking to me. I'm so glad that you were able to come. You both did an absolutely wonderful job.
Yep. And I want to send out a shout out to all of the community parents out there watching this right now. Thanks for being Thanks for being Braves.
There you go. That was awesome. Thank
Blue
you to
and
the
gold
parents.
Blue
Go
and
Braves.
gold forever.
Yeah,
Go Braves.
Go
Yep.
Braves. I love it. You guys are awesome. Go Braves. I love you being here. As we transition into our final guest of the evening, I want to take a quick moment to remind everyone in the audience tonight of an incredible opportunities that you have to be involved in Brave Nation. There are so many groups that need your help today. Our band, our theater, our bass team, our athletics, our FFA program, they all have booster clubs, and they need your help. We also have at our elementary and our middle schools, parent-teacher organizations, or what people refer to as PTOs. All of those need volunteers. We need for you as parents to be involved. We want you to be in a partnership with our district. There's also the Education Foundation that we've talked about a lot tonight that you can be involved in to help support the district. And don't forget that we always have incredible events each week that are run on a campus or in the district level, and we would love to have you coming into the district and to helping. We are open to volunteers. We ask for volunteers. We love our volunteers. They make us what we are as a district. So as we move from that, I want to invite our next guest that we have here with us tonight. Miss Helms is here tonight to talk to us a little bit about Project Inspire. So before we get into that, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about, well, number one, you're a counselor in our district at McClendon Elementary, and we're so excited you're there. Tell us a little bit about who you are. Give us a little bit of your bio and why you chose to come to community.
So 20 years in education, spent most of my career in third grade, teaching third grade. I have been in community for 3 years as a school counselor. And yes, a big shout out to my McClendon Braves.
Yes.
So originally from Oklahoma. And the reason I chose community would, I honestly just don't even know where to start. I was very excited to come here. But just the investment that community has in building relationships yeah, there's a lot. The traits of a Brave, just kind of piggybacking on Dr. Hope, that just in researching the website and just asking questions about people I knew that worked here, there was just a lot of positives. But the biggest key for me was in those relationships.
Good.
So,
Good. Well, we're
yes.
very glad that you're here. We've seen you do amazing things.
Thank you.
Since you've been here, and we're so glad that you're here, part of the district. You're here tonight to talk specifically about one of the things that you do, and that's Project Inspire. So
Yes.
tell us a little bit about what is Project Inspire.
So in becoming a counselor, one of my biggest goals was ensuring that a mentor program was, if not already established, that I would take that on. And I'm super thrilled that you guys came in and you backed that idea and supported it. And I'm just a big, like I said, I'll repeat it, big believer in relationships and the importance of having a mentor, right? We all have had mentors growing up.
I have a mentor right now.
Yes.
They're important.
Yes.
Very important.
And a big shout out to Miss Solis, Miss Edwards. They're my mentors currently. Right. So I would not be where I am sitting in this chair today, hopefully positively impacting the lives of many children without my mentors.
Right.
So just in believing in the importance of having those positive role models in your life is why I wanted to bring that here.
So Project Inspire is a mentor program.
Yes, ma'am.
In providing mentors for our students across the district that need just somebody to talk to, somebody
Yes.
to encourage them, to support them. So
Absolutely. It's 30 minutes. It's a volunteer that would come in 30 minutes a week for 1 to 2 students. They're able to select the school or schools in which they want to volunteer at and their age group. And it's, like you said, just to kind of that positive encouragement to help in their academic success, but also in their social emotional piece too, and supporting that.
just being there for somebody.
Yes, all around, just a friendship, just another
And
relationship.
so you said 30 minutes a week?
Yes, ma'am.
So just 30 minutes a week to make a difference for a student or students
Yes.
in the district.
We encourage just for your time, because, many might be commuting from another community that may be taking on a second student.
Right.
Is encouraged just to make the best of their time, their travel time to get here. So most mentors have taken on 2 students. So it can be 30 minutes, it can be an hour. And it's very flexible in your time as far as your work schedule and things like that. So they work with the teacher to get that set up and established.
Good, good. You brought some people with you tonight.
2 very special people.
Okay, well, introduce us to these very special people.
All right, so this is Miss Strickland. She was a mentor last year and now a full-time employee. We stole her at McClendon. And then Miss Riley, she is a 4th grader at McClendon as well. And she is super fantastic along with Miss Strickland. They're a blessing.
Okay, Ms. Strickland, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been here, and kind of how you got involved with Project Inspire.
Okay, well, we've lived in the area for 9 years, almost 10. And I started subbing in the district in 2020, and so I've been a sub that entire time, with the majority of my time being at McClendon because that's where my 2 younger kids have gone. And then last year, the Project Inspire came up, and just immediately it was just put on my heart, like, yes, I've got to be a part of that, because I already had such a good rapport with the kids there, but I ended up being paired with kids I didn't know, and the relationships one has went to a different school, but the other one is still there, and the relationship is there. So I'm now full time at McClendon, and it's just had my heart. It's had my heart for years now, and so I just really enjoy it there. And this is just another way that I can serve the teachers and serve the students and give back.
Great.
Yeah. So.
Well, thank you for being here, and thank you for being part of Brave Nation. We're so glad that you are part of, of what we're doing.
Here.
Riley, tell us a little bit about who you are and how long you've been in community.
I have been in community for I've been in here for 2 years, last year and then now this year, and so what my favorite part about community is learning with my teachers and making new friends and having relationships with my teachers.
Great, great. So shout out to all of your teachers, because it sounds like they're doing a great job.
My teachers, my reading and my social studies teacher is Miss Gage. That's my homeroom teacher. And then my math teacher and my science teacher is Miss Shepherd.
So Miss Gage and Miss Shepherd, shout out to them for all they're doing to be awesome in the classroom, right?
Yes.
They've got big classes this year, and they're still rocking it every day and giving their all for all of our kids.
Yeah, because I'm not really used to switching to class, because last year we had 3 classes.
So now you have the 2.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit more about Project Inspire. Ms. Strickland, can you tell us what is your favorite part about Inspire? Tell us something about Project Inspire and what it's meant to you.
Well, my favorite part is seeing the kids' face light up when they saw me standing at their classroom door. It's just precious. And I didn't know I was going to get. But that relationship gets formed, and they start looking forward to you being there. They know the day, they know the time you're going to be there, and when they see you there, their face just lights up, and there's nothing better than that, because you know you're making an impact. You know that you're just a positive person in their life. So that's definitely my favorite part. I mean, that just touches my heart. Yeah, it really does. And so that's been my favorite part.
Awesome. That's definitely a good part.
And her love for the kids is exactly why she's where she is.
Yeah, that's amazing. Riley, you want to tell us a little bit about Project Inspire and what it's meant to you? What's your favorite part about it?
My favorite part about it is when I'll go to her. 1 week she gave me a present, and I would take it home, and then I grew it, and then I went home, and then when I will get sad or something, I'll go outside and talk to it. And then she'll help me with my feelings.
Helps you with your feelings. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's
you know,
wonderful.
Riley, I am so impressed with you being here with us tonight and sitting and talking to us about that and about having somebody in your life that you can talk to and share your feelings with. And you are a very mature young lady to be sitting here talking to us adults tonight about that. I'm so very impressed with you and your willingness to talk about that. Wow. Now I'm going to get let's talk about, how do people get involved? How can they help with this?
So I believe we're going to have the link for the application in the comments section.
Okay.
And also district-wide communication,
Okay.
as well as the schools will be sending out. Each campus will have a counselor who is a Project Inspire lead
Okay.
on campus. And so we also have a promotional video coming out.
Good.
So we're very
I'm
excited.
I can't wait to see that. It's got students in that video,
Yes,
right?
students, a couple of mentors providing their testimonies of their experience. So we're really excited
Good.
for that to come out. So that will be shared as well, just to kind of give some more background from other experiences.
And what qualifications? You have to be a counselor? Do you have to know anything about counseling? Do you have to, what do you need to know?
You just want to be able to love on kids.
You just have to
Love
have
on
a
kids.
heart for kids and love kids
Yes.
and want to help.
Yes.
Want to
Yes,
help.
absolutely. That is the only requirement. A background check is needed. It is required. So that's provided in the mentor training, which will be launched as well at a later date with our video.
Okay, and so we're going to give them that link. They can contact you at any
Yes,
point to be
yes.
a part of that. You're talking about 30 minutes a day if they only wanted one mentee.
And the flexibility I was talking about is if something comes up with work or, an appointment that needs to be made on their day, they just communicate with the teacher and the counselor. I just in communicating with both of them so everybody's on the same page and they can always reschedule. The teachers have been awesome and very supportive because, of course, they know how important it is to have those mentors in the building serving our kiddos.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm so excited about this. I do want to ask you a question that's not on the script, so I'm going to throw you off for a minute. But what if there are parents out there that think their students would benefit from a mentor, somebody
So that is a great question. So anyone in the building, as far as staff, can recommend a kiddo to be a mentee, but parents can also contact their teachers.
Okay.
And so we need mentors, right? And
Right.
so the more mentors we have, the more kids we can serve. And the more relationships we're building. And so I think Riley had even mentioned last night at the parade, she saw her mentor. And so the connections that are created go well beyond the building.
Right.
And that's a beautiful thing.
and that's we're asking for a lot of outside. So it's not just their teachers and counselors that they see on a daily basis, but other people that they build relationships with.
Absolutely.
And that care about them. And our community is growing so much.
It
and we're going
is.
to talk about that here in just a few minutes. But there are so many people that are coming to our community. This would be a wonderful way to be a part of what's happening here and to impact the lives of so many kids and be a positive influence. And so,
and getting in the building is the best way to do that, right?
Yes,
And
getting
to
to
see
know these
how
kids.
amazing these kids are, our
Oh, they're
staff.
wonderful. Yeah.
It's a wonderful place to be, for
It is.
sure.
It's such a beneficial program. It's so beneficial because there's no contribution. Like the 30 minutes that's big. It seems like it's such a small amount of time, but it has such a big impact on the child or children if you get, and it's like it's 1 hour a week and it's so beneficial because you get the opportunity and privilege to be a positive influence in their life. You get to encourage them, you get to walk alongside them and cheer them on, be in their corner, because school can be challenging. School days can be hard. School days can be stressful. And so if you're meeting with them in the middle of the week and just like that time where you get to take them and go sit in the area and play some games and have some downtime and relax, and they get to just get some stuff off their chest if they need to, or just have fun laughing. It's such a de-stressor. It's such a good time. And it's just, it's just wonderful. It's so wonderful. And you sign up because Project Inspire, you think you're going to be the one inspiring the kids, but really they're inspiring you. They inspire you to want to be better, to want to show up, to be that positive role model in a child's life, in their lives, and they may have that at home, but we all need more people in our corner. We all need more people cheering us on. And so it's just such a good thing. Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing that.
And I love that she shared the game part, right? Because everybody loves to play games.
Sure.
So it's
She's stocked up.
Yes.
She's stocked up.
My next off-script question
Yes.
to you was going to be, what if there are volunteers out there feeling a little nervous, like I wouldn't know what to do, you know, when I came
And
to
I did
mentor?
feel like that at first, but
What do I say? What do I
Yeah.
talk about? So do you talk to them a little bit and give them some information and
Yes.
kind of coach
So-
them up on what to do? And
So the counselors would meet with the mentors on their schedule, however they set that up. They would have a space where the mentors would go to grab whatever supplies they need, so that it's not an interruption to anyone's day.
Right.
They come in freely, pick them up in the classroom, go to the spot where items are set up, whether it be drawing materials or Play-Doh or games. So they don't have to bring anything with them unless they want to bring a game from home. They're certainly welcome to do so. But yes, counselors would meet with them just to kind of go over the procedure, show them where the classroom is, introduce them to the student to start with. If they're feeling even extra nervous about that, the counselor would always, be more than happy to sit with them and the student to do kind of that introduction piece.
yeah.
So
That would be good.
any way that we can help them
Make
to
it
feel
work.
comfortable.
Right.
it's very laid back and comfortable. We're not just sitting here going, "Tell me about your day. What's going on?" No, we're not doing that. It's just like, and initially I spent time just filling them in on who I was, because at that point I was a stranger.
Right.
They may have seen me in the halls, but these particular students that I had didn't know me.
Sure.
So it was just filling them in, showing them pictures of my dog, letting them know who my kids were in the school, just setting that foundation and building that trust. Because that's really what it was just building that trust, because they're not just going to automatically want to start talking to me. They don't know me. So it took time and just building that trust.
And then they
So-
usually take over the conversation.
They want you to get to know you.
Yes.
Riley,
Yes.
are you glad that you have a mentor and are part of the Project Inspire? Has it been beneficial to you?
Yes.
Awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm sure there are some parents that are out there wondering about parent permission and parent understanding of the program. So before we would do this and assign a mentor to anybody and pull them outside, the parents are involved and understand what's going on and sign a consent that we can do this, I'm assuming.
Yes, so I'm so glad you brought that up, because yes, that is a very important part of me establishing this. Is parent permission is required. A slip is or paper permission slip is sent home with the child to get that permission.
And they could call any counselor and ask
Absolutely.
questions and find out exactly what it all entails.
Yes,
And
and encouraging the counselor or the teacher. The teachers have helped me do that as well. They're more than happy, in having those conversations with me, with the parents, to let them know what it's about. But yes, the parent is contacted as well. Thank you for adding to that. But yes, they are contacted via phone, but the permission slip is required.
Great. Thank y'all so much, all three of you, for being here tonight. I'm so excited about what this project is doing in our district.
Yes.
I can't wait to continue to watch the impact that it's going to have. I think it's going to be such a positive thing for our students
Yes,
and
I agree.
and for our staff and our mentors. I think that it also could be great for all of us. So thank y'all for being
Thank you
here.
for
and
having
sharing
us.
this. Yeah,
We're
love
excited.
you being here, and I can't wait to hear that after this podcast, after this night, you were flooded
Yes,
with mentors.
please.
Yes,
Yes, I would love
that's-
that.
That's going to be our next thing.
All right.
Now we're
Thank
going to transition a little bit and talk to you about the growth in our district. Thank you all for sticking with us through this show so far. We're going to get to your questions very soon. But before we do that, I have one last topic that I'd like to just go over with you to share some information for everyone across Brave Nation. I want to tell you a little bit about the growth. I know all of you know it's there, but I want to give you some specifics on our growth over the last 4 years. For those of you that don't know, Community ISD, when I first got here, my first year, had 2,776 students enrolled. And as of 5:57 p.m. this afternoon, right before we went on the air, I checked our enrollment numbers again, and we currently have 5,250 students enrolled. That's almost a 90% increase since I arrived in this district. We are so excited about that. That is that many more kids that we have an opportunity to impact, and that excites me. We want to make sure that we celebrate those milestones as we move forward. We've got some special things that have happened just recently. I'd like to introduce you to Miss Emery Bush. Miss Emery Bush was the 5,000th student enrolled in Community ISD. Miss Bush is a student at Dodson Elementary, and she is one of the over 900 new to community students that joined Brave Nation this year. We are so glad, Emery, that you are here as a Brave, and we are also glad that the rest of our new Braves are here. I'll repeat that and clarify that. This year in community, we have over 900, I believe it's 921 as of today, students in this district that did not go to community until this year. That's a huge number of students that we have an opportunity to impact and to love on and to help to grow. I do want to remind y'all of another thing that's coming up. Next Tuesday, September the 24th, will be our State of the Bond live stream. We'll be updating the community on bond funds that have been spent, all of our construction projects that have been completed and the ones in progress, and what our next steps are. As we continue to grow like we are growing, it is important for us to have the facilities for these students to gain their education in. And so we want to update you on where we are in the bond that was approved in 2022 by our voters. So please tune in at 6 o'clock on September the 24th to hear all of that information. At this time, we're going to move to our live chat, and if you have a question, now is the time. If you haven't already put it into our chat, please do so at this time, and we're going to answer live. I've asked some of our guests to return, so they're here on the panel, so I don't have all the answers, but I know these ladies do. So if you have a question, I would love for you to send that in our chat, and we will answer that on air live. We only have one question so far, I believe, and that is from Miss Vanessa Chapman. She asks, will Project Inspire extend to other campuses in the district?
Great question. Yes.
So tell me where it is right now.
It will be on all campuses.
Okay, it's going to be on all campuses.
Yes.
So all levels,
yes, it will
pre-K
be,
to high school.
Yes, ma'am. It will be serving pre-K to 12th grade.
Awesome. So any student anywhere will have the opportunity for a mentor.
Yes.
If they
and
need
giving
one.
those growth numbers.
Yes. That
and our
means
population,
a lot of mentors.
we need a lot of mentors.
Yes, absolutely. I definitely want to encourage you to get involved and become a mentor. If you can spare 30 minutes a week, come make a difference in the life of a child. Come make a difference in our district. And we do not have any other questions. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign, but we're going to take it that we've explained everything so well tonight that no one had a question. We appreciate you joining us, tuning in to see what we have to say. Please continue to follow Community Live. We'll have these so that you can gain knowledge. Our next one, I'm looking to Mr. Welch to tell me when our next one is scheduled. He's looking at that.
Third week of October.
We try to have topics on these shows that are things that our public want to know, that our community is curious about. And so on October the 17th, we will have our next Community Live. So if you can, please tune into that. And if you have questions along the way, it doesn't have to be something that's on the air that night. If you have any questions you just want to throw out there for us to answer, we would love to do that for you. So we are right at 7 o'clock, I believe. We're over 7 o'clock. We've passed our time. So we want to say thank you again to our wonderful guests tonight. They are what make this show what it is. And so thank you again for being here and being part of this. And thank you to all of Brave Nation for tuning in and for continuing to support and encourage our district. Thank you to all of our students and our staff for being awesome and for being a wonderful part of Brave Nation. That's all we have tonight. Good night and go Braves!